Hello! Hey guys, welcome back to Love Matters with Grace. Thanks for tuning in again. So I'm really excited because as you can see, we're in this super colorful neon lights, gorgeous rollerblading derby. And today we're going to be talking about a pretty interesting topic in my opinion. Now, as much as I would love to say that once you find the Mr. or Mrs. Right, you're just gonna live happily ever after, reality is that's not the case because life has its ups and downs, highs and lows, and as much as there's good, there is bad. But I think the real question is, how do you know if a relationship is worth going and healing and fixing versus when a relationship is toxic and it's just not worthwhile? And honestly, that's for your own good too, right? But I think I shouldn't be the only one talking about this topic, which is why, as we're rollerblading, I'm going to take the chance to talk to two of my fit and fabulous friends and really get their take on how they see relationship problems and how they deal with it as well. So I think they're here already, getting laced up, so let's go check them out.
After you.
Thank you.
What?
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Comfortable in my own skin. I like who I am.
Okay, my name is Yutali. I have been married for 19 years.
How did you get to know Grace?
Actually, it was really interesting. Grace was a guest at a charity event. And my son, Jacob, was like 6 years old and he was interviewing Grace. So that's how we know each other.
I'm Jessica Wong. I met Grace for the first time actually during a work trip to Italy. That was the first time. I remember as soon as we landed, Grace was so nice. We were just chatting and we gotten really close throughout that whole trip, just working together. It was really fun.
How would you describe your relationship?
Oh, we're really good because I've always been a pretty long-term relationship person. I don't really get into a relationship just for the sake of being with someone. So I feel like we act like an old couple almost. We act like we bicker, you know, like we're really comfortable together.
I can see them, I can see them.
Where should we go?
They can see me, oh, boo. All right, let's go over to find them now. Hey, do you guys know how?
Not really.
No.
Look at
Okay, good. Good, we're on the same level. Look at you.
She looks like she does.
I'm gonna hold on to this.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Your hair is so curly. How was your trip?
Good.
I'm so glad you're back in time.
Right on time.
Okay, so I think they've already told you guys that we're going to be talking about relationship problems today.
Okay.
And it's not because I think you guys have relationship problems. It's because I think amongst all of my friends, I feel like you guys are like the most grounded and level-headed. Like you guys will not be like the kind who will be like,
Take that.
I could not imagine her being like, no, I'm angry. She'll probably be like, okay, let's calm down. Let's take this step by step. And then you'd be like, girl, listen to me. Like, this is what you should do.
That's
exactly right.
I was just telling you, I was like always yelling at my friends when there's voice
I
problems.
was like, why is this even a problem? You guys should talk. So I was like, this is perfect. But
right.
before we start, they want us to do a few rounds and show off our skills that we don't have.
I don't even know if I have any. I can show anything
Hold
else.
your hand. Will that help?
Okay, I'm just gonna go freestyle.
Look at her. She's
I
like,
just hope I'm not gonna
she's
fall.
going. I'm
She's
like,
like,
No.
you're doing good. Yo, this is how she
Oh my God, this is
rolls
so
into her
fun.
relationships.
I know. Look at her.
This is
just
so
like,
fun.
Style. Oh my God.
Drama.
You thought you want to hold on to me?
You are
Yes,
so
I
cute.
need to.
Stop. I was skating.
By the
this.
way, how do you stop?
Okay, we got this.
Oh my god.
How do you stop?
Would this be somewhere you would go on a date with someone?
Yeah,
Right?
because we get to hold hands.
Yeah.
Instantly,
But I don't know.
right?
I look
Instant.
really. I would be really chaotic. That's it.
But that's okay. It's like going to see like a horror film, right?
Yeah, it's
Because it's
true.
like then you can be like, I'm scared.
And then hold on to the shoulder.
And next thing you know, I'm like face planting on the floor.
No, you're doing really well. Oh, careful. How do you identify with a problem that you want to solve versus a toxic relationship?
There are some lines and limits. So it takes knowing yourself to know what are some boundaries that you absolutely cannot cross.
Oh yeah.
I'm no relationship expert. But there are things that I know that you have to respect your partners, and
Mm-hmm.
just do the little things and read the little language from your partner. Like it couldn't be, it would be like something that they do,
Yeah.
like a body language thing you read, and
Yeah.
you kind of understand that. So
We're all so different. It's just like,
I like a man that can communicate. Like I absolutely can't be with someone that just close off and not being able to open up emotionally or talking about a problem in a deeper perspective, as in like, because a lot of time you get into fights over little things, but
it's
it
always the little
shows-
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shows deeper underlying issue, and I need a guy to be able to see that.
That's true. Because, okay, so I think with my husband, he's more of a like, give me some alone time so I can evaluate what just happened and then we can talk about it
True.
later.
I'm like that too.
But I'm so eager. I'm always like, can we fix the problem? I don't want to go to bed thinking about this problem. Like, I want to like
Well, I
now.
wouldn't say go to bed
Yeah.
per se, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea to talk or act on it when you're at the height of your emotion.
true.
yeah, take a little break first, and then we'll come back together
Just
and
gather
talk.
your thoughts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Are you guys skated out? Should we take a break?
Yeah.
Sure.
Just like finally. Okay. Let's grab a seat and then we can
Yeah.
talk more. Okay. So basically, memory lane is during each episode, we're just gonna fire some questions out, and you guys don't have to like go deep into elaborating, but you can give like a little thought of it. Okay.
Drum roll.
This one is lovely. I've actually had friends who say, I've never gotten into a fight. And then I have friends, and they're proud of it, obviously. And then I have friends who go, you need to get into a fight with your partner in order to strengthen the relationship. Do you think that's true?
I think it's part of compromising, and it's a learning curve because, again, like we said earlier, there's no perfect match. So no matter how lovey-dovey, how much in love you guys are, you still, every day it's a new thing that you learn from your partner.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Yeah,
Do you
'cause
feel like fighting strengthens a relationship or breaks the relationship?
it really depends. Sometimes, like my husband and I fight every single day, but it's not.
I
No, we just don't put it on
bickering.
Instagram or anything. No. I mean, like, it could be little things. It could be like, why do you make your sandwich like this? We fight over a little dumb thing.
Yeah.
But then, sometimes you learn with each other's, a little details through the fight.
That's
But
true.
sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. But
All right, let's see. One more is, this is good. What is the most creative compromise that you've made in a relationship?
for me and my husband, Jason, we're just pretty regular people, and we're not creative in that way.
Yeah.
But we're just kind of like, okay, deadline, forget about this. Let's move on with other stuff.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's creative or not, but we're just like, we know this
It's
is our
very
deadline.
rational. If
Yeah,
you think about
kinda,
it. It's
yeah.
like,
I always
you're
feel like
getting it done.
long-term
Yeah.
relationship gotta be rational.
You got- yeah.
though. You can't act on emotion. Because I remember when I was younger, I always like to take some time off. I like to be away for a little bit, gather my thoughts, and I make it very clear. It's like point A, point B, point C. If we don't solve those 5 points, if I don't speak all those 5 points to him
So
and
organized.
That would be the most, like, oh my God, tiring aspect to go through. Like, every time we have a fight, it's not like how we get past it. Like, okay, now I gotta listen to these 5 points.
Pull out your list.
I still act that way more or less. Like
And we're laughing at her, sorry.
not like
And she's the
points.
youngest.
It's not like
She is the
points
youngest.
I know.
anymore. It's not like points anymore. But I would see a problem with an underlying bigger issue, and that's the perspective of that conversation.
Yeah.
Like that's something that we need to address and work on.
Do you feel like some people, like, they're so blinded by love that even if you don't step in, they actually won't understand and see that? Like, that there's a problem?
But I feel like
Oh,
I have a
thank you.
friend like that. I have a friend like that. She acts on the craziest spectrum. Like she would do really crazy stuff. Like even after they broke up, she would drive her car in front of the house and just wait there, kind of stuff.
Oh no, scary
But I'm like,
Yeah.
but for those people, when they are at the height of emotion, they don't listen.
I know. Have you ever had any family or friend interfere?
No, not yet.
Your kids, have they ever been like, don't
Oh,
fight?
actually, kids, yes, yes.
Really?
Yeah, but not like
They're
from
old
any
enough now,
adults.
yeah.
But usually we don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Usually because this is the problem between the both of us.
Yeah.
Not anybody else. We don't want. There's no need for any.
Thank you.
This is for me.
Very timely.
No, I mean like yeah, we didn't normally don't tell anybody because it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
I like that though. All right, cool. Let's go to commercial, and when we come back, we can dive in deeper about these relationship problems.
Okay.
All right, see you.